right, guess who's been worse for the free press? Guess who's been worse for the First Amendment? Let's see if our journalist power panel are surprised by the answer. I want to bring in Daily Caller News Foundation Editor-in-Chief Chris Bedford and the Federalist Brie, Peyton. Chris, what's your answer? Who's been worse for the press, Trump or Obama?
I would say Obama, especially since Donald Trump hasn't even begun. One of the most shameful things I saw during the entire Obama presidency was actually between one of our reporters and Obama when he announced that he was bypassing Congress with executive action to do this Dreamer thing and to bring in a lot of illegal people and make them U.S. citizens. One of our reporters tried to get a question in. He said now is not the time for questions and didn't take questions from anyone in the press for almost a year after that.
All right.
And then all the supplicants in the press pool attacked our reporter, and Jay Carney got on the phone and was screaming at our editor saying that we had broken all kinds of protocol.
Yeah. Brie, to Chris's point, Obama started out in 2009 saying he's going to be the most transparent president, right? Here's his hostility toward the media. Here are the facts. The Associated Press says that he holds a presidential record for denying Freedom of Information Act requests. His administration seized Associated Press phone records for more than 100 reporters. The administration actually won a court ruling forcing the media to reveal secret sources in criminal cases. He's hit reporters like James Risen at the New York Times with subpoenas. He's named people like Fox News' James Rosen as criminal co-conspirators. What do you make of of Obama's track record here?
Right. Well, I think it's pretty clear that he likes to shut down reporters and shut down the truth. This is also a president who has prosecuted 3 times as many people under the Espionage Act who are whistleblowers and informants, right? So I think it's pretty clear that he has a very clear track record of shutting this down. And I think, you know, as members of the media who just survived 8 years under this, I think that they will find some relief under Donald Trump, who seems to be a little bit more interested in getting the truth out there and making the public more aware of what's going on.
You know, Chris, as Brie pointed out, the Obama administration did prosecute 9 whistleblowers. That's triple all other presidents combined. And top editors have said this about Obama's hostility toward the media. Quote, Obama's efforts to control information are the most aggressive I've seen since the Nixon administration, when I was one of the editors involved in the investigation of Watergate. That was Len Downey. And also we had Dana Priest, a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist at the Washington Post, saying Obama's Attorney General repeatedly let the FBI use intrusive measures against reporters more often than any time in recent memory. Chris, your thoughts?
And it's funny to see now a lot of people in the press are suddenly very worried. They're worried that, for example, that Donald Trump is going to do some of the exact same measures that Barack Obama did. And the way that Obama got away with so much of this for 8 years is because he had willing co-conspirators in the press. CNN, for example, wasn't demanding the questions when Barack Obama was bypassing Congress or taking over parts of the U.S. economy, but they demand a question when they're attacked after they put out a report which was completely unverified and something that no good journalist should ever put out.
Yeah, that's a really important point. Brie, what Chris is saying is essentially that, you know, the media is now accusing Donald Trump of lying and top spinning. What's been your experience?
Sure. You know what? I guess what really ticks me off about the press's or the media's reaction to Donald Trump getting in that tizzle with a CNN reporter is that they've been kind of doubling down and saying that the media and the press somehow have a constitutional right to White House press credentials, when it's very clear that that's not the case. If you want a seat at the table, you have to earn the right, and you have to prove that you're credible and that you're going to tell the truth and that it's going to be verifiable and accurate. And so I think, you know, their reaction in this is really quite revealing in that they've almost forgotten that they have to earn their place.
Yeah, that's a good point. And let's final point. You want the free press to ask the tough questions and get at the truth. Of course, you don't want to see the press being complicit, to Chris's point. But if any administration is lying or top spinning, you want to get to the bottom of it, no matter their political stripe. Right, you guys, Chris and Brie? Right?
Absolutely. Get the truth out there.
Thank you both.